To Ruben Bressler and the Danish Pro Star City Open champion Michael Bonde.
He can't wait anymore.
No?
No. He's like, I'm ready. All right, so there it is. We're switching over to the sideboard. Gerard Fabiano here with Zach Hall. We'll be back just in a moment, but take a look at Michael Bonde with Ruben Bressler.
That's right.
Hello and welcome to the sideboard here at SCG Worcester. I am Ruben Bressler and I'm joined by our standard champion, Michael Bonde. Michael, congratulations.
Hi. Thank you, Ruben.
Yep, and you were ecstatic to win a trophy. It's been a little while, apparently.
Yep.
To actually take down a tournament.
Yeah, actually, I've never won a major tournament before.
Really?
I always just, I always keep on getting beaten in the top 8.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you have one now, and you did it with Junk Aristocrats.
Yep.
A deck that you said that you didn't have a ton of practice with, but you'd done a lot of research on, and gave a lot of credit to Brad Nelson.
Yeah, definitely.
For helping with
Yep.
the deck. So tell me a little bit about your thought process in choosing the deck, and why you decided it would be a good choice for the tournament.
Yeah. We arrived in Miami, and we had to look through our cards, which cards we were able to get for a fair amount of price. And we saw that we had 3 decks where Junk Aristocrats was one of them. So we looked at Brad playing the 8-man grinders at Star City Games. At Star City Games
sure.
GP in Miami.
Right.
And he told me you should definitely play this deck. If you're a decent / good Magic player, you should definitely play this deck because there are so many mechanics, interactions, such a good deck. So much variety, and it's probably just the best deck in the format.
Yeah, it's definitely the most complicated deck to play and play against, I think, in the current format, with so many different triggers, Verils and Cartel Aristocrat.
Yeah.
They have one line of text, but they really have 5 abilities each.
Yeah.
They're very complicated, and so you were talking about how you were in Miami with a group. You are here in the United States.
Yeah.
You are from Denmark. You are the first Star City Games Open champion from Europe. We think.
I am happy to claim that title.
Yeah, we'll have to check on that, but congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Blazing trails, of course. You're here with Joel Larson.
Yes.
Thomas Enevoldsen.
Enevoldsen, yes.
And Christopher Larson.
Yes.
All of you are Scandinavian players, and you're here in the United States.
Yep.
For the Grand Prix for the last three weeks, and then you're trying to grind into the Invitational just on these few tournaments.
Yeah.
That's a pretty impressive feat to try to pull off.
Well, there's the Open Series, and the Open Series are great fun, nice events, fantastic people. And we're staying at, we're going to a barbecue with Todd and Brad.
Sure.
So, to play the tournaments, it's just it's going to be so great.
Yeah.
And just try to qualify for the Invitational, because Thomas wasn't already qualified with his top 4 performance last year in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, sure.
So he was qualified, and we would just give it a shot. So even though we didn't qualify, we still had 6 tournaments
to try to do it.
Yeah, over 3 weeks.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you've already got yours. I think you've got one more person you have to try and qualify, or 2?
Joel Larson, we have to try and qualify him, and then Thomas and I are going to play the team event with Christopher Larson.
Cool. And then, second place at a Pro Tour, not enough to qualify for the Star City Games Open Series, completely different. But I have faith. We had a deck tech with him yesterday with that awesome Grixis deck. He got 12th in the tournament, so I think that he'll be fine.
Yeah.
So you're going to be playing in the team event with fellow Scandinavians. There are 4 of you. The remaining one is going to be playing with who?
There was some talk about Todd and Brad, but that was not quite sure yet, because they had a 3rd teammate. But we're definitely going to find someone. He's a really, really good player, so we're definitely going to find
Excellent. So we're going to be able to see you at the Richmond Open in the team event.
Definitely.
Now, we're also going to see you today playing your traditional Death and Taxes list that you and Thomas won with. He won the Grand Prix with, and you top 4 the Grand Prix with in Strasbourg.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about the changes that you have for that deck going forward, because you're also one of the favorites in that tournament with a Grand Prix top 4 finish in that deck, able possibly to do the back-to-back that only Jerry Thompson has achieved before.
Yeah. Let's take that after round 5 and see if I'm 5-0.
Fair enough.
Thomas and I are going to play the traditional Team Rocket control, as we talked to the Walker Plains. As we told to the Walker Plains.
Right.
So we maybe have some changes for this metagame, but I think the players here are probably not that used to playing Legacy. So if we just come in with a really stable, good deck with good interactions, just as Jungle Aristocrats, we're gonna like try and see if we can beat them in just play skills.
Absolutely, and they're certainly not as used to playing Death and Taxes, a deck that's not nearly as popular in the United States.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if you two are the only two in the room that are playing that, or your team is the only team in the room that's really playing Death and Taxes. It's not very popular in the United States, and certainly as many activated abilities as you can shove into one deck in Standard and in Legacy, that seems like the place to be.
Yeah.
So I have one final question. What's more exciting, winning this or top 32ing Danish Idol?
It wasn't Idol, it was actually Popstars,
Oh,
and it's a long time ago.
fine.
But
This guy has an amazing voice. If you haven't heard it before, it's pretty spectacular. But
Thank you.
Which one was better?
I actually think this is really good, and it's way better than the Popstars performance.
Excellent.
Because this comes at such a good time. Just after the top 4 and just before the Invitational. It's just great timing, great event. Everything is just fantastic and great.
Absolutely. Well, I love your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
We're so happy to have all you guys here. It's a great storyline. Michael, congratulations once
Thank
again.
you very much, Ruben.
Michael Bonde, your Standard Open champion here in Worcester. My name is Ruben Bressler. I'll be in the sideboard all day, and we're going to toss it back to the booth with Gerard and Zach.